Commander Vextol stood in the observation tower, his optical sensors focused on the valley below. The human was alone. One human against 500 Krell soldiers. This should be over in minutes. Begin the assault, Vextol commanded. The first wave descended, 200 Krell warriors, their exoskeletons gleaming in the twin sunlight. They moved with coordinated precision, a practiced formation honed through centuries of conquest. They had defeated organized armies. One human would be simple target practice. The human's name was Marcus Reeves. Former United Earth Command. Born and raised on a world where the gravity was 30% stronger than most habitable planets. Where predators had hunted his kind since before civilization emerged. Where survival meant being faster, harder, and more resilient than anything that wanted you dead. He stood motionless as the Krell advanced. When the first soldiers were 50 meters away, Reeves moved. Not defensively. Offensively. He sprinted toward them, his acceleration violent and unexpected. His muscular structure, evolved under crushing gravity, launched him forward like a projectile weapon. The first Krell never expected him to charge. Reeves's shoulder struck the soldier's thorax with bone-shattering force. The Krell flew backward, colliding with 3 others. Reeves rolled with the impact and came up swinging, his fists driving upward into the face of a second soldier. The Krell's chitinous armor cracked. Impossible, Vextol whispered. The Krell soldiers attempted to respond with training and overwhelming numbers. They flanked him, attempted coordinated strikes. But humans had not survived Earth's predator-filled ecosystem through following predictable patterns. Reeves moved like water through their formations, not resisting force, but deflecting it. When a Krell struck from the left, he was already moving right. When 2 attacked simultaneously from different angles, he used their own momentum against them. 15 minutes. The first wave was decimated. 200 soldiers lay broken, incapacitated, or dead. Reeves stood in their center, breathing hard but unbroken. His uniform was torn. Blood, his own and others, stained his skin. But his eyes remained sharp, his stance ready. Send the second wave, Vextol commanded, his voice barely steady. The second 200 advanced. This time they came with weapons, plasma burners, kinetic accelerators, energy blades. Reeves had no comparable weapons, only the body that Earth had forged. He moved through their fire like a ghost. The blasts that came close, some hit. His left arm burned where a plasma burst caught him. But humans understood pain. Pain was information, not surrender. He used the injury to accelerate his assault, moving with calculated desperation. He took weapons from fallen soldiers and used them against their comrades. He choked out 3 soldiers with their own equipment. He moved with the precision of a being who had survived predators that had hunted his kind for millennia. 30 minutes. The second wave was broken. Reeves stood alone again, surrounded by 300 incapacitated enemies. Send them all, Vextol said quietly. The final 100 Krell soldiers advanced in full assault formation. This time they moved with fear. They had seen what one human could do to overwhelming odds. But fear made them reckless, and recklessness made them predictable. Reeves fought like the apex predator his ancestors had become. Every movement carried the weight of Earth's gravity in his muscles. Every instinct carried 10,000 years of survival against creatures designed to kill him. He did not fight like a soldier, he fought like a Deathworlder, which meant he fought like survival itself was a weapon. 45 minutes. 500 Krell soldiers lay defeated before one human who stood covered in blood and damage, breathing heavily, but utterly unbroken. Vextol descended from the observation tower slowly. When he reached Reeves, the human did not move. Just stood there, chest rising and falling, eyes locked forward. You were evolved as predators, Vextol said, understanding at last. No, Reeves replied, his voice like grinding stone. We were evolved as prey. For millions of years, every day tried to kill us. We survived. That is what we do. Vextol lowered his weapons. The message would spread across the galaxy: Deathworlders were not soldiers. Soldiers were trained. Deathworlders were forged by nature itself into weapons that simply could not break.